You're listening to Beyond the Feed, the podcast where we break down exactly how we use cinematic photo and video to build trust, visibility, and authority for real businesses on social media.
We're Parker and Justin from Prime Edge Media. We created the Trust Catalyst content marketing system to help mission-driven brands stop looking invisible and start showing up like the business they actually are.
No theory, no fluff, just real strategy pulled straight from the work that we do in the field every single week.
If you care about how your brand shows up online, you're in the right place.
So without further ado, quiet on set please, and action. Guys, welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Feed. So I think this is episode 9, and Justin, today we're going to talk about why followers are, dare I say, pointless.
Definitely pointless.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's definitely pointless.
We'll let you say it.
Yeah.
So where this comes from is I had a conversation with a buddy of mine this week who's starting a new business, and she just made a Facebook page for her new business. And we were talking about like how to grow her audience and just stuff like that. And what she said to me was, well, I have 63 followers on this page already from like the events and stuff that I've done and sharing it around like the local Facebook groups. So I know at least I have, 63 people seeing everything that I post. And I just, when I heard that, I was like, oh no.
No, it's definitely not how it works at all. Like the platforms really don't care about how many followers you have. It's all about the content. And when it comes to your follower base, if you're wanting to like get it to them, I mean, you're looking at maybe 10% of the follower base may see your content. But anytime you're putting out new content, it's trying to get it in front of eyes that aren't following you.
Yeah, well, and like if we look at my content, for example, like mine's about 60-40 non-followers to followers. Whereas if we look at some of our clients, I won't like say their names, but there's some that have like literally 0 followers on Instagram because we just started their Instagram page, and they're getting thousands of views. But they're all like, if you look at like the followers and non-followers, it's literally 0% followers. Because there's no one following them, but they're still getting thousands of views. So that's like, I just want to get this across to people because, and actually in one of the businesses that I'm fractional CMO in, they have been like losing their minds because we just hit 2,000 followers. And, I think we can get to 3,000 in a month or whatever. And I'm just like, but why?
It's all vanity. Like it makes them feel good. It makes them feel good.
Yeah. And I guess on social, like it's one of the only things that you can track. You can like, you can't track how many people have gained trust points with you. Like I wish you could, like, oh, this person finally sees you as an authority after seeing 23 of your posts.
I think it's one of the things you can track, but you can track the other things, the views, the engagement, all that. But followers are one of the things that you can track that are only going to go up.
Right.
Like
That's true.
It's only going to go up. So it's like a constant battle of like, how high can we get? How much further can we get? Whereas views can go up and down, engagement can go up and down. Followers, it's one of those where every time it goes up, you get that dopamine hit. And you're like, ooh, we're one closer to 1,000 or 3,000 or 10,000, whatever it is. But it's all vanity.
Yeah. And I do tell people all the time, like the more ways you can track, the more ways you can win. Whereas like if you go from 1 follower to 2 followers or 1 view to 2 views, well, guess what? You just increased your viewership by 50%.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And if you are only getting 10 views on all of your content, well, guess what? That's a lunch and learn, and if you're like, we have a clip that went like semi-viral of me talking about the like 100 views, but like, have you
ever spoken in front of 100 people? Yeah,
exactly. And like most people would shit their pants.
Most would.
Like that's how I felt the first time I did. I was like, dude, what am I doing? And then I went and looked because I had another social media friend of mine be like, yeah, and you get like 400 people looking at everything that you post. Yeah. Look at that.
Yep.
So that's just very interesting. I find it kind of odd, like how the algorithms have changed over like
they're
since
always
2020.
changing constantly.
Yeah, but even like I feel like it was pre-2020 when we actually saw the content from the people who we follow.
Yeah.
And because I don't remember when we started seeing content from people who we aren't following. Because first it was the Reels tab. And, you know, Reels were their own thing. But now it's everything.
Yeah.
You know, and even on, like, especially LinkedIn, I don't know that I've seen a single post from anyone that I've followed in the past forever.
Yeah, LinkedIn's a weird one. I don't even know how the LinkedIn algorithms work compared to the other platforms. It's way different.
I don't think they know either.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really knows.
No offense, Microsoft, but all the offense. Get with the program. You know, LinkedIn is kind of like an office party where, like, everyone really wishes there were, like, at least a little bit of an alcohol selection, but no one's, like, saying it out loud.
No, but all you get is water, sparkling water, and maybe some flavored water. That's about it. That's all you get. Those are your options.
And they're asking for corporate donations
the
whole time.
At the same time.
You know, I don't remember the last time that I actually had a feed full of the people who I was following.
Yeah.
And what's kind of messed up is what I've noticed is, especially like with Reels and stuff, I'll start looking at somebody that I like watching for a while, and like I'll engage with their stuff, and you know, then they'll post a couple things and I'm like, you know, whatever, and I don't like them or I don't engage with them, and then I notice over the next month I'm like, I haven't seen this person in forever.
Yeah.
You know, because like one of their videos will pop up. So I think that's wild too, because the algorithms are getting faster.
Yeah.
In like the content that they're showing us, because our attention span's getting shorter.
Yeah, and it's all dependent on your engagement.
Yeah.
Like if you engage with specific types of content, you're going to keep seeing those pieces of content. But I'm a lurker.
Yeah.
Like I don't engage very much, so my feeds and stuff, they're very kind of sporadic, and they go with the flow of just kind of the nature of where the news is and like what the world is really looking at. Like, I don't engage a ton on content that I enjoy. I just watch it. That's about it.
Yeah, and I think that like, because there are a lot of people who are just lurkers, you know? And
most.
I
would argue most are lurkers.
Yeah, and I wonder if, because I don't know, you know, but I wonder if the algorithms kind of pick up on that, you know, and are watching like just how much watch time you're keeping.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that's what they want. They don't want engagement. They want watch time.
Yeah, they just want your eyes on it.
Yeah, because the longer that you're on the platform, the more ads they can show you, therefore the more money that they make.
Yep.
But anyway, getting back to the whole followers thing. So I guess what I've been telling people, like, and by people I mean our clients, what I've been telling our clients has been like, you need to be focusing on whose audience you can hijack. You don't need to be focusing on how many views you're getting or how many people that you're engaging with or how many followers you're getting. Like, you need to just be hijacking the audiences of the people who have adjacent audiences to you, because that is what gets engagement. Like, for example, yesterday, one of our clients had a really funny video that he shared out, and he tagged like 20 different people because it was a super relatable piece, and tagged all these people, and it got thousands of views.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure it broke 10,000 last night.
Nice.
Which is insane to me.
Yeah, for one day.
But it's because, one, it was funny, and two, it was relatable.
Yeah.
You know, and he tagged all of those people, so now all of those people, well, hold on here, caveat, not all, but a lot of those people who are following those people got to see it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the platforms reward when you are tagging people, because they see that collaboration, like the other person's followers and viewers, they see the collaboration, and it usually gets them to engage. So I do think that there is some merit there. Like, when you are tagging people and getting collaborators on content, it does show it to a bit more of the followers, just because it wants to combine those two accounts and like get the viewership on level playing ground.
Yeah, I would agree. So that, I think, is probably all I want to talk about that. I mean, because I feel like it's a pretty self-explanatory thing.
Yeah.
I mean, just when it comes to like how you create content and how you think about these things, because our clients definitely do feel a certain type of way about their followers, you know, and a certain type of way about different metrics. And it's funny to me because a lot of them kind of pick and choose what metrics they want to look at.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's whichever one is making them feel better in the moment.
Yeah.
Is what they choose to look at.
Yeah. And hell, dude, I'm guilty of it. Like, because I when I see a bunch of engagement, I'm like, oh, that one's good.
For sure.
You know? And it's like, that doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Like that's not what grows our business, but it is what grows our image and our trust and our authority.
Yeah, it's the brand recognition. Yep.
But I guess, what do you have to say to the people who just can't get past the whole followers thing? Like, because I'm sure there are people at home right now thinking, well, then why the fuck do they still have followers? You know, why are followers still a thing? You know, what, like, to the folks that are confused.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, wherever you're putting attention is where your energy is going. Like, if you're going to be just looking at followers and just constantly trying to see how many you're getting, you're lacking the attention on the content itself, I would say. So if that's really what you're focused on, you should be focused on getting more content out. And naturally, with more content, more consistency, those numbers are just going to go up.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's trying to like, oh man, we're not getting followers. What do we have to do? What do we have to do? Make more content. That's all you should be worried about. And the rest of the vanity metrics will just naturally increase over time.
I'll add to that. Make more content that makes people want to watch more of your content.
Yes.
So what I've been seeing a lot of lately is series type content.
Yeah.
You know, like ask this guy anything, you know, part whatever.
Yep.
Because then you're like, oh, part 6.
Yeah.
I want to go see
Better
the
check out
rest.
the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I want to see the next one.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what I do a lot of the time. Is I'm like, oh, that was kind of cool. I want to see that again. And I'll follow or save or whatever. And saves, by the way, are huge.
Yeah, they are.
So huge.
Yeah.
And it's because you're literally telling the platform, hey, I want to see this again.
Yeah.
You know, and therefore, to be able to see it again, you have to be on the platform. Same with shares and stuff too. But yeah, I think that's super important in just creating content that makes people want to follow you.
Yeah.
And the way to think about it is not, well, what would make someone want to follow me? It's what makes me want to follow somebody.
Yeah. Yep.
Because if you think about what makes you want to follow somebody, then you're going to naturally start producing that type of content.
Yeah. You just got to reverse engineer it. It takes a little self-reflection, like actually looking at your own habits and like, oh, why do I watch this content anyways? What about it actually intrigues me or engages my attention? And then you just think about it for a second, like, how can I apply that to my industry or my content? And then you just start experimenting with it.
Yeah, well, and I don't know if you do this, but I have a scheduled, like, anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes a day, just actively scrolling, but taking notes on my actions.
Yeah, for ideas and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so anytime that I see a solid video, I think will be good for our clients or good for us, I send it to you guys in a group chat. But also, I'm tracking like, okay, I liked this, I liked this, I liked this, I saved this, I shared this.
Yep.
You know, and why did I do that? When did I do that?
It takes a lot. It takes a lot of brain power for most people, though.
Yeah, that's why I can only do it for like 15 to 30 minutes, and then I'm burned out. But you can also do it on a smaller scale. You don't need to do it obsessively like I do.
Yeah.
You know, where you don't need to see like, okay, at what timestamp did I?
We don't need to hyperfixate on all this stuff. Dang, I've been doing this wrong.
Yeah, although I do.
I think we both do.
So yeah, I mean, just make sure that you're watching, watching. Make sure that while you're watching, that you're paying attention to the actions that you're taking and what makes you want to do certain things. Because I see that all the time, dude. Like, so many people are like, well, in fact, there's a story from a while ago. One of our very first clients, you know who this is, on their website was like, well, I want a chatbot and then I want there to be a pop-up and a call to action on like every single scroll because I just want to hit you over the head with it a million times. I'm like, when's the last time you went to a website and actually clicked the button just because it popped up 7 times?
Yeah. Never.
He's like, well,
yeah.
Good point. I'm like, no shit.
Yeah,
because
no one's going to do it.
Because you need to treat your prospects like you want to be treated. And so many people don't see that because their ego gets in the way. Well, and also, for whatever reason, people seem to have like a different, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like they think differently when it comes to marketing than like they think like a consumer, I guess.
Yeah.
Like they think like, oh, well, I need to put this information in the very front of my video because they need to know this. Well, would you give a fuck about it?
Yeah.
Like, no, you're thinking about this from the perspective of somebody who's already interested in what you're doing.
Yeah.
And they're not.
Yeah. The train of thought should be congruent across both. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're good there. Now, as far as the lesson of the week, we've been thinking about this for probably the last couple months, and we've actually like started implementing them in our outlines, where your hooks are no longer just one thing.
Yeah.
Your hooks are no longer just you saying something funny or stupid or whatever.
Or a visual hook or
even text.
Yeah.
You know, now it's all three.
Yeah, it has to be all three. Yeah.
So, and what we mean by that is when you're writing your content, you have to write those things out. So just like you write out your hook, your retain, and your call to action, you need to be writing out your visual hook, your text hook, and your audio hook. I've been kind of impressed lately. What a lot of people have been doing is putting like a Snapchat overlay on their content.
Interesting.
Just as a hook.
Yeah.
So it's like the Snapchat text, like the, like the dark out bar with the like Comic Sans or whatever it is.
Yep.
In fact, I saw someone with a Comic Sans logo yesterday, and it made me
Gross.
want to throw up because they paid a couple grand to put that on the side of their truck. Anyway, instead of just doing your hook, retain, reward, make sure that you're putting out all three. And with the whole Snapchat thing, it's super easy to do.
Yeah.
Because for instance, there was one that I saw, I think it was over the weekend, where it was this filmmaker who her hook was, what is this chick doing? And that was her text. Then it was her climbing out of a window into the set.
Oh, nice.
So she shot it on the side of her house, like in front of this window.
Yeah.
So hold on. I wanna just make sure that we double click on this. Your hooks have to be congruent with what you're doing. They can be something stupid and completely unrelated, but that type of content's fucking tired now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've seen Judy and her pancake emporium.
Oh, yes. Yes, I have.
And if we think about that, by the way, if you don't know who it is, just search on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. I think it's like Judy's House of Pancakes or something.
I think, yeah.
And she does these stupid ass hooks every single video, but they're congruent. So like there was one where I'm trying to think, like, what was it? Somebody like tripping and falling.
Yeah. And
then it transitions to her tripping and falling with a plate of pancakes in her hands. And it's always the same call to action. Yeah. I'm Judy. I make the best fucking pancakes or whatever. Come for breakfast.
Right. And she's the one that she has like the little tiny glasses.
The Coke bottle glasses. Yeah. Yep.
I've seen so many of her, like one where she like gets hit by a car and then she's like in the car, like right behind the guy.
Yeah. And the reason that those work is because there's actual thought put into them and they're congruent.
They're congruent, but also too, like, that is the character.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's the character.
Epitome of series content.
Yeah. She's built that character and she just stuck with it and it works.
Yeah. So when you're doing those types of hooks, in fact, I don't even know if she does text hooks anymore.
Probably not. She doesn't. I don't think she needs to.
No.
She's recognizable everywhere now.
Yeah. Because that's the other thing too, is when you build a character and you've started building your brand, then when people see your face, they already know who you are, and they're just like, oh, okay, let me watch.
Yep.
And that's also why, like, I stress all the time, making sure that in your content, it looks the same. And not the same as in you're wearing the same fucking shirt and, like all that stuff. But like, if you're looking at Prime Edge content, how do you know you're looking at Prime Edge content when you just scroll by? You always see red, you always see black, and you always see high contrast. It's always warm.
True.
So
true.
That, like, look at our set. It's the exact same thing. High contrast, lots of shadows, because that's our style. So even when you're in speed scroll, if you don't want to sit and watch a 30 to 60 second video, you're still going to see that and say, oh, that's Prime Edge. And then you're going to scroll by. Well, no, you didn't consume the content, but guess what you did?
You recognized it was us.
and you thought about us.
Yeah.
But that, I think, is solid for the lesson of the week. So, key takeaways. I think our first key takeaway is going to be that you just need to make sure that when you're on social for the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like the best way to umbrella this whole thing is stop thinking about it from a marketing perspective. Start thinking about it from a human perspective. And also, second key takeaway, remember that the algorithm does not care about what you want. Okay? So followers and all that stuff, it's a vanity metric. It doesn't mean anything anymore. Just like hashtags. Hashtags don't mean anything. And we have one client who like demands that we put a certain number of hashtags in all of their content. And we do it because we're like, okay, well, that makes you feel better. But we've explained multiple times, this does not mean anything.
Yeah, and it like from the actual creators of the platforms telling us that, yeah, they don't do anything anymore.
Right. Because what hashtags were for in the beginning were to follow. Like my favorite era of hashtags was when events had their own hashtag.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And then everyone posts like a selfie or
see
whatever
everybody
at the event.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool, but now we don't have that anymore because now we just tag the event.
Yeah.
Because you can make an event page.
Yep.
But then I think, third, I don't know. What would our third be? Because I think those two are pretty solid.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's all you need. Just don't get lost in the weeds, guys. Like, figure out the content that you need to make, keep making the content, and just watch as the numbers slowly go up, but don't fixate on them.
No.
Don't let them be the driving factor for trying to make content. Otherwise, the incentive behind it is not going to be genuine.
No. Nope. So, hope you guys enjoyed this 9th episode of Beyond the Feed. If you guys want to keep up with us and you are not already, we have a private Facebook group called the Beyond the Feed Inner Circle. It's on Facebook. It's free to join. And in that group, you get a bunch of stuff. And by stuff, I mean behind-the-scenes content, early uploads, live Q&As. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about social media or otherwise, you can leave those in the group, and we will actually answer those on our own live, unedited episodes. Those are always fun. So if you want to keep up with us, head there. We're also on Spotify and on YouTube. And we also have something really fucking cool that we just made. So it's called the Social Media Trust Index. And we worked on this for about three or 4 months. And we finally got it to a point where we really like it. It's really solid. And it takes like less than a minute to go to our website. And I think it's social-media-trust-index. Or you can just go to privatemedia.com and scroll down, you'll find it. It's this little form that you fill out, and you tell it about your current social media presence. And it'll ask you some questions, and it'll tell you exactly where you are, and then what you need to do to continue moving forward so that you can get to the next phase. It's all automated. It's all has very unique outcomes depending on your score. And it tells you exactly what to do next. So I think it's really cool. It's a free tool. It will remain free just because I think it's cool. You know, I think it's definitely something that it's the stuff that we already used to score people's stuff internally. Yep. And then our new partner, Donnie, which by the way, we'll be doing some more content on soon. He had said, he's like, dude, why don't we make this public? So we finally made it public. So if you want to check that out, it's on the homepage of our website, primagemedia.com. It's also down below. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please join the free Facebook group and leave those there. And until next time, we'll see you.